Have you ever wondered why Daniel, even knowing he was risking his own life, continued to pray to God 3 times a day? In chapter 6 of the book of Daniel, we find one of the most intriguing and inspiring episodes in the Bible, the famous story of Daniel in the lion's den. A curious detail is that despite the threats and the traps set to destroy him, Daniel maintained his unwavering faith, trusting in God's power to protect him. This chapter teaches us profound lessons about courage, faithfulness, and trust in God, even in the face of the deadliest adversities. If you want to understand the true meaning of this story and how it can impact your life today, stay until the end of this video because what I'm going to share with you can transform the way you face your daily challenges. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to the Book of Life channel, and activate the notification bell to not miss any content. Let's dive together into the depths of God's Word and discover how Daniel can teach us to live with faith and boldness. The story of Daniel in chapter 6 begins with a major change in the Babylonian government. Darius, the new king, reorganizes the kingdom and places Daniel as one of the 3 main supervisors. Daniel, due to his wisdom and excellent spirit, stands out so much that Darius plans to put him in charge of the entire kingdom. This awakens jealousy and envy in the other leaders, who begin to look for a way to incriminate Daniel. They know that Daniel is faithful in everything he does, and the only way to harm him would be to attack his loyalty to God. The governors then create a treacherous plan. They convince the king to issue a decree prohibiting anyone from making petitions to any god or man except the king himself for 30 days. Anyone who disobeyed would be thrown into the lion's den. The goal was clear: to catch Daniel in the act, as they knew he continued to pray to God every day. And Daniel, as was his custom, was not intimidated. Even knowing about the decree, he went to his house, went up to his room, opened the windows facing Jerusalem, and as he did 3 times a day, prayed and thanked the Lord. Daniel's confidence was greater than fear. He knew his life was at risk, but his faithfulness to God was non-negotiable. Daniel's enemies quickly reported him to King Darius. Upon hearing this, the king was deeply distressed because he liked Daniel and knew he was innocent. However, because of the Medo-Persian laws, the decree could not be revoked. With a heavy heart, the king ordered Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den, but he said something extraordinary. "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." Throughout the night, the king couldn't sleep. At dawn, he rushed to the lion's den and, with an anguished voice, called out to Daniel. To his amazement, Daniel responded. God had sent his angel to shut the mouths of the lions, and Daniel came out unharmed, without a single scratch. This story doesn't end there. King Darius himself, impacted by Daniel's miraculous deliverance, decreed that everyone in the kingdom should fear and revere Daniel's God, acknowledging that he is the living and eternal God, and that his kingdom will never be destroyed. The story of Daniel in the lion's den is one of the greatest proofs that God never abandons those who trust in him. Even in the most impossible situations, when the enemy plots against us and everything seems lost, God is in control. He is able to protect us from any danger, even from hungry lions, as he did with Daniel. This story invites us to reflect on our own faith. When circumstances are challenging, do we have the same unwavering confidence that Daniel had? Do we trust that God can deliver us even when everything seems to be conspiring against us? Daniel's faith was not based on circumstances, but on the certainty that God is faithful and powerful. May we learn from Daniel to trust God at all times, knowing that he is by our side, ready to save and guide us to victory. Daniel's victory is a powerful reminder that nothing can separate us from God's love and protection when we remain faithful to him. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Let's spread God's word and inspire others to trust in the Lord in all circumstances. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to Master's Stories channel yet, do it now to receive more inspiring content that will strengthen your faith. Until the next video, may God abundantly bless your life.